welcome, Michelle.
Thank you. This is a weird way to meet you, actually. Although you look very familiar.
You look familiar too. We've met.
Well, when did you graduate Sac State?
Well, 2005 was my BA, and then
97, dude.
uh-oh. Well, we probably saw each other around town, I'm sure. I've been in Sacramento since 98, so I'm sure we met. And if we meet again after COVID, hopefully we meet again after COVID, we all have met already.
Yeah.
Go ahead and I'll give you the first question, and then we can just go rogue, Michelle. Let's just go crazy in this interview.
It, mister.
So just tell me about your current body of work so let's get this conversation started.
Sure. Yeah, actually, I'm really excited. I'm a little bit bummed today because I really cleaned up my studio for people to come in. And it's, other than my amazing wingman, my husband, Kevin, it's empty. So, but my current body of work is a Sacramento series. And I just want to say hi to Kate and Angela. They just wrote a little thing in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. So anyways, I wanted to celebrate the littler moments in Sacramento. I do have sorry, I'm picking up art here. I do have, things like the Capitol, but I wanted to celebrate living downtown. There's always these little quaint scenes that you might not see if you're just driving through. And these are acrylic and on wood and canvas. And basically they're just to honor the downtown and midtown areas of Sacramento.
It's almost like those things in Sacramento where you don't appreciate it while it's happening. So it's like you're taking that still life and now you can really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I love Sacramento. I've lived here my whole life. And there's so many little moments that I just want to try to capture. I started to paint the Tower Bridge and that didn't work out. It's really hard to paint, just letting you know. But so I just started doing this is across 10th Street. There's that little shoe shop next to, that's actually a new building going up. There's lots of construction going on, but.
Love that sky.
Yeah, it's like the sunsets and those quaint moments when you're just looking out your window,
Something you can really look at right now and really appreciate because of how the sky is currently. Looking at something like that can help you just reminisce and just think, oh, in the future it's gonna look like that again. Let's hope in the future it's gonna look like that again.
That's so true. I know. It's amazing just to see blue sky ever. If there's a day where it's just a little bit clear and you just see a little bit of blue. But so I'm just going to keep showing these because this is easier than talking.
They're great.
So this actually was last summer, a couple of summers ago when it was really smoky again. And so this is called One Smoky Summer in Sacramento. And I really like this piece. Yeah, so this is wood. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
And I actually paint the sides of everything. I bring the image around the sides.
So everything is part of the picture plane.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And on the sides, sometimes I'll leave it a little undone. So it's almost like the front image is, it's the focus. And then the side is almost a little painting in itself.
A vignette.
Yeah, and my paintings range in size from, these are 6x6 on up to not too big, but 28 by 22 or so.
I was going to ask you about that. Is there a reason why you choose those sizes?
Oh yeah, I like to have a mix of sizes so that they're in every price range.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
really conscientious about making art affordable so that people can enjoy them in their home. They don't have to spend thousands of dollars. I have, my greeting cards are very special to me. I've been making these for years. They're watercolor and acrylic and ink on paper, and they're just $10 each. And they're each original paintings. So each one is a complete original. Yeah, so think of what you spend on a greeting card. It's like what? I don't know, even it could be 6 to even 7. If it's papyrus, it's really expensive, right? This is $10 for an original painting.
That's awesome. And I don't know if you knew this, but somebody in the chat box is asking you to show some river paintings, and you just showed one of your
Oh,
The river right there in the
yeah.
card.
I could go grab. Hey, yeah, wingman, can you grab me that one? Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, this segment is called what? Nature or something. And I usually do
The
more.
natural world. Yeah.
Yeah, the natural world. And I usually do more like Delta themed work. But I wanted to focus on Sacramento more this time. And so just little scenes, alleyways, corners, nuggets of Sacramento that you appreciate when you're living here.
So you consider yourself an expressionist. What does an expressionist mean to you?
Oh gosh, I love that topic. So basically, basically, I love to exaggerate the line. Everything's very exaggerated. Lots of black, uh, dynamic line, vivid colors. I like my paintings to look like paintings. You know, I
Yeah.
like to show the brush stroke, leave the brush stroke visible. So everything's almost not quite right, but yet it's balanced. This is one of my favorite pieces right now. And this is the one that's in the guide. This is called Sacramento After Dark. And
So
I loved how the light was shining on the railway. So that's what inspired this piece.
beautiful. And would you say your style is somewhat impasto? Is there like a certain texture to it, or is it?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. Yeah, so what I do is I put texture with the gesso. Gesso's the matte white paint. I'm telling this to the non-artist people.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing that. That's awesome.
It's the matte acrylic that you put to cover your canvas so that it makes it non-porous so that you can paint on it. And I often will leave texture in the gesso underneath the painting, or more controversial, I will paint over an old painting and the texture will be from an older painting.
Nothing
And
wrong with that.
I want to talk about one more thing about expressionism.
Yeah.
It's lately I've been really focused on putting intention into my work. So it's like not just painting it, but thinking about what it feels like to be outside and the air on in the sun on your face. And while you're thinking that and you're painting it, you can almost feel like you're capturing that feeling. And that's the essence of being an expressionist painter.
Do you like JMW Turner?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
I,
this is the conversation I think you're having is, when he started doing his kind of like more expressionist kind of things in his paintings that were not like that. People thought he was crazy,
right.
basically. But to him, he was obsessed with the sun, and he was trying to capture that more than the straight up painting or rendering of that. He wanted you to feel it.
That's a great analogy. I saw some good Turner in Europe when I was in Europe. So
Lucky.
awesome. I know, just it's all about vivid colors, capturing the eye, creating that feeling. I showed this one before, but I want to say hi to my friend Mark. He's an old high school friend I saw, and other people. Carlene, oh man, I love you, Carlene. Okay, so this is like just down, this is in my neighborhood, and I love the way the light, in Sacramento, Lady Bird, did you see that movie, Lady Bird?
Yeah.
They talk about the light coming through the trees and filtering through, and just that little peek into a house that you don't know, but those downtown houses, I just love Sacramento. And so this series is a tribute to it. And honestly, I am really bummed that people can't come in here and look at my work right now.
I really enjoy your like worm view paintings where it looks like you're looking up at the houses. Is there a specific reason why you paint it like that? Do you want it to make it seem like you're just walking through the neighborhood and you're looking up?
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I'm going to take a little note about that for a mental note, because I don't know if I really realize that. I think it's just I'll be snapping a picture and that's what inspires the painting are my pictures that I take, my photographs. But I like the idea of, oh, you know what? I've got one more to show you, because this is perfect segue into this. This is the wall building, the warehouse artist loft, and it's very much a vertiginous look up at the building, and it's like nothing's quite architecturally correct in this piece, but yet somehow it balances. And
I can
think
really see the texture on there.
yeah, I
Yeah.
have some with more texture, but yeah, I think I like that angle of looking up, but I never really realized that. It's cool when someone else sees something in your work.
People are saying they're bummed that they can't see your studio.
I know, guys.
But at least we have something like this where you
Yeah,
can get
and
an essence of it.
I have wine, but no stinky, I mean, not stinky cheese, sweaty cheese. You know how every artist
Oh
was,
yeah. No matter how air conditioned you think it's gonna be, your cheese is always gonna get sweaty.
but those conversations that you have when people come to your studio are priceless, you know.
Yes.
And I like last year, I don't mean to like be a downer or anything, but because this is awesome. Thank you, Verge, for putting this on and keeping this going. But those conversations, like last year, my studio was packed. I had a demo table. I had people come in that I'm not well, maybe I'm bragging a little, that were a little like almost famous a little bit in the art world, you know. So this is cool, but it's just not quite the same.
As going into studios. Yeah, I've been part of that. I've hosted a studio and I've gone to studios, and it's always a cool experience either way, especially if you really engage with the artist. You know, sometimes people are kind of timid when they go into the studios.
Yeah, and it's these moments that are just really quick. It's not 12 now minutes of me just talking about myself. You know what I mean?
Well, we're towards the end of the interview. I think this was awesome, Michelle. When we see each other in real life, we're gonna do a high five, and we're
I'm
gonna have an
giving you a
awesome
hug.
conversation.
I'm a hugger, so I'm suffering right now. Okay, air hug. Wait, one more air hug. And stingers up. Sack
Fingers
state.
out.
Woo! Stingers out.
That's an inside joke between she and
Yeah.
I. So, is there anywhere where we could see more about your artwork or perhaps purchase it?
Oh, cool. Yeah, just check out my website, michellecordova.com, and I'm on Instagram. I put it in the chat, but I don't know where it is in there. But just go to michellecordova.com and everything is in there. You can email me. You can see, oh, I teach. Okay. I teach in my studio virtually, teaching.
Get that plug in there.
Yeah. So I want to send a shout out to Kate, man. She's Kate Farrell. She's so awesome. She just helps me so much. Anyways, I know it's coming to an end. Shout out to Kevin, my wingman, my husband. And this has been fun. Thank you so much. And I hope we meet in person soon.
Yeah, we will. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you so much.
Hey.
Can I email you? Can you send me an email?
Totally.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Peace out. Cordova out.